The reason I feel like it's not our fault is because I feel like we've been fed a system literally since grade school, maybe even before. And to me, that system is hunger. Hunger to me is debt. But correct me if I'm wrong, I think we've been taught to be in debt our entire life since the beginning. Like, they give us all the fundamentals we need in grade school in order to go out into this world and be great, right? Yet the entire time they're sprinkling that we have to go to college. We have to go to college in order to be great, in order to get this job, this position, whether it's a doctor, a lawyer, or just any dream corporate business. Me personally, I have two problems with that. Number one for me is college. Now, before I continue, I do want to say, like, everyone who's gone to college, who plan to go to college, I salute you, because that is one hell of an investment that I could not muster up to me. I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed, but college is expensive as I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of thousands. Like, that's a house. And what I don't feel like they tell you is, like, look at it like a house. Most houses, you don't just buy up front, or you just don't pay back up front. You take out a mortgage, which takes like about 30 years. If later on in life, if you go to college and it's successful, you plan on taking out a house, that's already a 30-year loan that you're putting on your table. Then on top of that, you decide to add on another 30-year loan from college that I have to pay back. That is 60 years that I've now agreed to pay back before I even step out of high school, just because I want to live the American dream. And even after college, if I find a job that pays me $100K a year, bruh. That's a lot of time to be hungry to have done everything right. The second issue that I have with that is that it's always a job that we're shooting for. And there's always some job that they tell us is like great. Like I said before, like a lawyer or a doctor or something. Now, again, don't get me wrong. If you're a lawyer and a doctor, we need you guys. As we have found out because of COVID, you guys are essential to our everyday living and lives. I don't necessarily want to get caught up on, doctor or anything. But the fact is we're always shooting for a job. Well, to me, a job means two things. It means I'm working for someone else and my earnings potential is capped in typical cases. And it's capped in multiple ways. One way being the person, my boss, tells me how much I get paid. The other way is that I am an hourly or salary employee, which means if I'm salaried, I make this amount no matter how much time I put in for my efforts. And if I work for an hourly wage, then I get paid for how much time I put in. But the bad part about that is that you can only typically work anywhere from 8 to 12 hours in a day. And what happens? Life is crazy. What happens if you get a crazy bill or something like that? You need more money. Well, you can't just work more time. You have to be approved for like overtime, right? And what happens if your boss says no? You're stuck. But what happens if your boss says yes? The other problem is that there's only 24 hours in a day. You can't work more than 24 hours in a day. So that means your time, again, is capped even as an hourly employee. Whether you get time and a half or no, it doesn't matter. But in those instances where we do get overtime, time and a half, or just situations like that, we've been fed to think that we're winning. When honestly, we're not really winning. We're capped, and that's the system. Cap how much they can eat so that they'll always be hungry. Now, for a lot of people, this system, it works for them because it's safe. Me, I disagree with the entire thing. Because they literally give us everything we need while we're young to be great in this world. But like I said, it's only just to pay them back later on. And when I say us, I mean the middle to lower class. Because we all know it's our tax dollars that helps push this country forward. We're just getting a slither of that back now in this whole stimulus. What exactly do we do in order to reverse the trend? Now, me personally, I'm no financial advisor or anything under that realm. I'm just literally sharing what I'm gonna do, sprinkled with a little bit of what I've already been doing. And that's diving straight into the world of entrepreneurship, investing into the stock market, and finding a way to establish ownership in this country I love to hate. Because with those three things, I'm literally able to make money while I sleep. And who wouldn't enjoy rolling over in the morning, checking your phone to see that you have more money than you did yesterday? In that case, I'm also not waiting for someone else to direct me on what I have to do. And now my earnings potential is unlimited because while I'm asleep, money is still being made. Personally, COVID-19 has showed me a lot. It showed me that when you depend on the system, it has to work. Because if it doesn't, everyone's screwed that depends on that same system. But think, all those CEOs, the people that run the essential businesses, they're not the essential workers, risking their lives every day, paying us a capped income to hope that we don't catch coronavirus. I haven't figured it out, but I'm willing to learn how to get in those CEO seats. Now, that doesn't mean quit, but use your income coming in now to make more. Now, if these videos have spoken to you in a way where you are now interested in ways to reverse this trend, turn on your notifications for whenever I drop a video. Head over to Swaby Profits and follow that page for a bunch of inspirational and motivational quotes and thoughts from me. And begin the process to view life differently. It'll help you reverse the trend and begin to profit off of life. And if that sounds like something that you want to do, ground with me.